Monday, April 16th, 1962. Live from New York, the CBS television network presents Calendar with Harry Reasoner and Mary Fickett.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Today on Calendar, you'll meet one of the greatest film comedians of all time, Harold Lloyd. Harry will be talking to Harold Lloyd, and you'll see sequences from some of the films that made him famous.
None of this film has ever been seen on television before, and I think you'll agree with us that it's pretty funny. I'll be back after this message.
Hello, let me speak to Robert.
The miracle of communication, man's great gift, as well as man's great problem, made more difficult for children born with speech handicaps. These children are receiving speech therapy at an Easter Seal treatment center.
This is Corinne. Will you come over and play? This is Robert. Yes, I can play. This is the way I can play too.
Easter Seal centers help children suffering from all types of crippling to overcome their handicaps.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Fight with them against crippling and give to Easter Seals.
Calendar's World of Fancy.
It may seem hard to believe if you've been to the movies lately, but once upon a long, long time ago, there were movies made whose only purpose was to make people laugh. The best of them were built around one character. Everything seemed to happen to him. Charlie Chaplin was mostly funny, but he got extra laughs by varying slapstick comedy with sentimental pathos. Was the innocent, well-intentioned baby face who could never act grown up no matter how hard he tried. Keaton had a contract that prohibited him from ever cracking a smile. He coped with the world, and moviegoers rolled in the aisles as he went through picture after picture with his frozen face and deceptively mobile body. No one who ever lived has made more people laugh longer and harder than Harold Lloyd. The character was different from the others. He seemed and looked normal enough, even handsome, and understood what was going on in the world, but the wildest things kept happening to him anyway. We thought we'd try to find out why they don't make movies as funny as that anymore. Harold Lloyd is here with us this morning, and we'll ask him that question after this message.
Okay, gang, here they are. Well, I think we got a good one this week. You're really going to like this. Now, the first scene in here, page 1, starts with me coming down the corridor, see? And what is it?
Now that's Hollywood.
He's been working here 35 years.
How's your stuffed bear cat, baby?
Where's your raccoon coat, Cooper?
Wait a minute. What is this all about?
The dark glasses, Charlie.
Oh, well, I hurt my eyes in the sun yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jackie. Let me have a look. I'm a doctor, you know.
Now, wait a minute, Rocky. On our show, you're a doctor.
Look, I'm a nurse. Let me see, too.
Look, a picture of Wally Berry from the Champ.
An autograph photo of Jackie Coogan.
Eric von Stroheim and Eden Aldi.
Now, wait a minute. I know you both pretty well. What is it you want?
Laughs.
Oh, well, that's easy. Watch Hennessy. Every Monday night on most of these CBS television stations. Need a Naldi.
Back to Calendar's World of Fancy.
You're watching a short sequence from a film made by one of the real masters of comedy, Harold Lloyd. Harold Lloyd lives in a pretty-room mansion in Hollywood today, and he's somewhat of an enigma to the rest of the... He's spent a strange life. Among other odd things about this man is he has been married for 39 years to the same wife, and he neither drinks alcoholic beverages or smokes tobacco. We thought you'd be interested in meeting one of America's great comic geniuses, Harold Lloyd. Welcome to Calendar, sir.
Thank you very much, Eric.
I suppose on the basis of that introduction we gave, I have to ask you, why don't they make movies that funny anymore?
Well, I wouldn't go that. I think they make very funny movies today. I think they're quite that I was making, especially in the silent period. They were so much more visual. Today, the dialogue seems to take up so much of the time that they don't have that action and that the opportunity for thrills and the surprise business. In fact, they seem to have more or less lost the pattern that we had at the other time. I know if I were to start today and dig up what we call gag men, idea men, it would be quite difficult. There's not any men, there's very few trained for that. You take Bob Hope, for instance. He has a corps of men that work with him on dialogue. And they get with him and they throw ideas and verbal, of course, and he chooses and takes out what he wants. Well, I did exactly the same thing.
You did?
Yes, I did. I'd send them off separately. Maybe I'd have 6 or 7, sometimes less, sometimes more. And you'd send them out to work singly or in pairs, or maybe I might work half a day or all day with them. And one fellow will throw an idea, choose that idea, or maybe you just take the thought he had, and then you'd all go to work and put it in. And it was a cooperative idea like that. But those men don't exist today.
One thing you people did in those silent movies was create a character and stick to it, didn't you? Your character was different from the others. You were not always the patsy.
Well, you see, I used to do all comic clothes stuff in the early days. I had the big shoes. I had the tight clothes. In fact, I played several different characters. I played one called Willie Work. He used to have wide shoulders and a little cat mustache and high hat. Another one was called Lonesome Luke, and his clothes were tight with a little funny hat, and he had a funny little mustache. But when I adopted the glasses, it more or less put me in a different category because I became a human being. He was a kid that you would meet next door or across the street. But at the same time, I could still do all the crazy things that we did before, but you believed them. They were natural, and your romance could be believable.
We've got one sequence that I think demonstrates exactly how clever you could be with the glasses. The thing in the subway, which we could roll now, which shows that sometimes you came out looking